This video is going to demonstrate how to do a fuel nozzle leak check for the PT6 fuel nozzles. To do this, we should be wearing our safety glasses. The fuel nozzle adapter is going to be mounted into this test fixture, and we're going to be checking the fuel nozzle to fuel nozzle adapter interface. So in the industry, when you get out there, you may be changing fuel nozzles. Before you can put them into service, you must make sure that there's no leaks, because we don't want fuel leaks around this area. In all cases, you must follow the manufacturer's recommendations. So open up the manual and read the procedure. So once we've got it mounted into this test fixture, we're going to also attach the hose from our nitrogen pressure source. We need to pressurize to 500 psi nitrogen pressure for this test. I'm wearing gloves because the fuel nozzle is very sensitive to fingerprints or the acids or the salts on your fingers, and you could distort the spray pattern if you touch that with your bare fingers. So you want to use lint-free cotton gloves or some other glove that is not going to leave any residue on the end of your fuel nozzle, because it will distort the spray pattern, which could cause damage in your engine and some very expensive damage. So to do this test, we're going to turn down on this thumb wheel, and their little nylon plastic piece is going to come down and surround the end of the orifice on your fuel nozzle, and that's going to block, or should block, any of the gases from coming out, the nitrogen from coming out. So we'll turn that down, and it has a ratchet mechanism that will prevent you from over tightening it. Okay, I'm going to just put on the 500 psi pressure. Once I have 500 psi coming in and this thumb wheel spun down so we don't have any leak, we're going to apply the leak fluid, check fluid, which could be soapy water or another leak check fluid. You're going to apply that liquid to the interface where the fuel nozzle meets the fuel nozzle adapter, and you're looking for any bubbles that might form, showing you that you have a leak. We can also take this whole fixture and immerse it in solvent and look for bubbles as well. You have to, if there are bubbles forming, you have to determine if it's forming from the interface between the nozzle adapter and the fuel nozzle, or if it's coming out around the nylon sleeve. If it's around the nylon sleeve, it isn't an issue. If you have a leak between the nozzle adapter and the nozzle, you must remove the nozzle, discard it, and put another one in, a brand new one in, and do the test again until you have a test that passes with no leakage in that interface area. When you're done, very carefully turn off your nitrogen source, depressurize this line, remove this fuel nozzle adapter and the fuel nozzle out of this fixture, and mount it into the fixture for your spray pattern test. This concludes the video on leak checking the fuel nozzles for the PT6 engine.